guys, it's Shannon.
And Paul behind the camera.
That's right. So today, you can probably tell by the title to this video, we're going to be answering some of your questions that have been coming in, because I think it's been at least a month since we have done a vlog type video. So starting right off the bat, we're going to discuss my hair. Yes, I did get it chopped off. Let's see. So I'll talk about this in a second, but I think it's been about a week now only that it's been cut this short. I went to my hairdresser and had 7 inches cut off. I don't know what possessed me to do it. I was scheduled for a haircut and I went in there and she's like, hey, you know, how much do you want taken off? I'm like, I don't know, like chop it right here. And she kind of looked at me like I was nuts and then did it. So anyway, it's taking some getting used to. I actually think I like my hair longer better, but I'm getting more used to it. It's all right. So anyway, there's that. Today we're going to be answering some of your questions, and I said I was going to get back to something that is today when we're filming this is actually probably only a day or two before it goes live on YouTube, where normally when we film vlog type videos, they're about a week or two behind. So this one's actually going to be very current. But we did have, I'm going to answer our first question. We've gotten a lot of questions about Toy Fair and a lot of comments on all our channels of, I can't believe you went there during this global event, crisis, whatever you want to call it. So for anybody that is concerned, I did try to put some comments in the posts, but that footage was actually from mid-February, mid to late February, and that was before it was really bad. That was before things were shutting down. You know, things were being talked about, but definitely there was nothing like, hey, don't go places or don't do things. You know, even so much so that at Toy Fair, I forget how many people go, but I think maybe like 5,000 or
Oh,
something.
no, a lot more than that.
Why am I getting 5,000? I'm thinking
I
5,000.
don't know. I think it's about 100,000 people.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of people. So anyway, they had given recommendations like, hey, maybe don't shake hands with people, wash your hands a lot, things like that. No hugging. People weren't paying attention to that anyway. You see somebody you haven't seen in a year, another creator, a PR rep, you know, somebody you're like, oh, give me a big hug, I miss you and everything. And so anyway, but we definitely would not have gone, it actually wouldn't have even been held if there were problems at that time. But anyway, so I wanted to address that. We did not go now, but we had a really good time and we're really glad we were able to go. So that's it. I'm gonna have Paul answer your next question.
It's Paul. So Shannon has shorter hair. I actually have a little bit longer hair than normal.
You do.
Because the last time I got my hair cut the day before we left to go to Toy Fair. So it's now been over a month since my hair has been cut. So this is about as long as my hair gets, and then I go get it all chopped off again.
I'm gonna have to chop it for you because
Shannon's gonna have to, because I waited too long.
I think it's been about a week ago now. I got my hair cut like on a Friday, and then next Monday they announced all beauty salons and barbershops were closing. So I barely got in there.
Yeah. So I kept playing the game of, oh, I'll go next week or I'll go tomorrow, and I'm out of luck now. Luckily, we just use the clippers, no guard, just over it. So we have those here. Shannon can take care of that for me. Okay, so the next question that I'm going to answer is, how are we doing? To answer that is, we are doing very well. Shannon and I have always been very positive people, although Shannon says I'm becoming more negative. But having said that, we are very optimistic. We're very cheerful people, even if things may not be going well or we're facing some challenges. We usually have a very good attitude about that because, you know, we have faith that, you know, whatever's happening in our life, it has crossed God's desk first. So it's all going to be okay. It's all good. Having said that, we actually are doing pretty well.
You want to know why?
Huh?
Because there's a big pile of chocolate chip cookies over there. That's why he's doing well.
There is. Shannon has baked cookies twice this week.
Which you can explain why later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. So, so at the beginning of this year, YouTube had announced a whole bunch of changes were going to take effect. You're kind of getting a whole bunch of stuff this video. Those changes did go into effect. They did affect us quite a bit. I do not want to downplay the significance of that. But having said that, we're still here. We're still doing what we're doing. We're still creating. We're still kind of living our dream. So that's great. Luckily, we have made a bunch of choices over the past few years that have put us in a position, where we do actually have a lot of flexibility, both with our time and with our finances. And so with what's going on right now, with the situation that the world is facing, we're just in a situation where we don't have to panic yet.
I like the yet.
So that's for a couple of reasons. We talked about the finance stuff.
For us, the biggest reason, though, is faith.
Yes.
Of not panicking.
Yes. So from the standpoint of spiritual and emotional health, we are doing very well with that because, like Shannon said, because of faith. From a physical standpoint, we have a roof over our head, we have the lights on, we've got heating, air conditioning,
food, toilet paper and food. Yeah. Everybody wants to know about the toilet paper.
And so far we've got a good internet connection, so we've got Netflix and Disney Plus and a couple of other things to watch. So we're good there. We are committed, like I said, to continuing to produce content on all of our channels. Because we love interacting with you guys and being able to kind of, we get so many comments, which are awesome, that our videos are helping, people, be entertained in this time. And to me, that's awesome. I'm so thankful that we can be part of other people's lives that way. And
it's a blessing for us.
It's a blessing for us. And it really is something that I think it's overlooked, just how powerful entertainment is. Just something that gives people a chance to take their mind off of something, escape into something that they enjoy, become part of a community, with people that share interests. Obviously for our toy channels, that would be people who collect things, pop culture, Star Wars, My Little Pony, whatever it is. Just being able to get around other people, if not even physically, and just kind of share those interests. That's an important thing, because I know in this time I've watched a lot of videos from creators that I like that are talking about collecting, that are talking about watches, that are talking about
Disney,
just a lot.
You got
of
your
things.
Disney shirt on today.
I got my Disney, I got my Figment.
2017 Food and Wine Festival Figment. We want to go visit. I was fine not going back to Disney for a while because we had gone last year, but as soon as they announced it was going to be closed, now I'm like, I really want to go. I have issues.
Shannon has authority.
Here, do you want to film?
Yeah.
You can film me while I talk about my issues. So I'm going to admit that I have issues.
Yeah.
So the best way to motivate me to do something is tell me I can't do it, and then that's all I want to do. So that works out really well. Like if somebody's negative or critical, then I want to prove them wrong. But it doesn't work so well like in a case like this. I love being home. So I'm total love it. This is my castle, my domain. I'm fine here. Go out once or twice a week. I'm good. Then they announce all these like stay in place orders and things like that. And now I'm like, but there's so many places I want to go. I want to go to Michael's, and I want to go to Hobby Lobby, and I want to go to Dollar Tree, and I want to go visit my friends, and I want to go back to church, and I want to go all these places. And I'm like, who am I? I don't normally want to go places. But anyway, yeah, now because Disney is closed, which it should be, I mean, I'm good with that, but they closed it. Now it's like, that's all I can think about is, I want to go to Disney. Maybe this is all part of somebody's plot to get me out of the house.
Maybe.
No. Anyway, yeah. So I have issues, but I'm doing really well being in the house because, like I said, I normally like to be here anyway. Paul, he's not doing as well. He could use some help because Paul is what in our family we refer to as a gallivanter. He likes to go out and about and see people and be in the action and be in stores, and he's having a really hard time with all those places being closed. So, but he is, I will put out there, he is getting out of the house some because he has firmly cemented himself in our friend and social groups as being the guy that can get things. So he's been finding supplies for a lot of our neighbors and friends that need things. So that's my man.
All right, let me give you the camera back.
Okay. Whoa, they got a weird look
Yeah.
of the ceiling and the cabinets.
Sorry about that.
Paul's arm got tired.
Yeah.
See, I'm sitting at the counter so I can rest my elbow and hold the camera.
Yeah, so we mentioned that in a video a few months ago that you guys probably saw when Shannon was talking about the pantry. And I was kind of talking about like stocking up on food and stuff. I'm somebody that I am not, I like to think of myself as a decorative minimalist, but I'm not a minimalist. Because I like to have food.
We should do a video on that one day.
Yeah, I like to have food on the shelves of my refrigerator and my pantry that's going to stay good. Because you never know when something's going to happen. In North Carolina, in this area, Wake Forest, which is a suburb of Raleigh, we don't really get snowstorms here, but we do get ice. And when you get ice, you may not be able to leave the house for
days.
4 days a week, whatever. And before that happens, there's this mad dash to the store and the shelves empty and stuff. And I just don't like to be a part of that. Hear me. I usually go out with all that, like to the stores, but I don't want to be somebody that like I've got to get groceries or whatever. I want to just kind of be the person that gets to stand back and everybody else can get the groceries. So that means I've got to have stuff here before that happens. So I like to have spaghetti and beans and pasta sauce and cereal and things like that on the store shelf or on our pantry shelves, so that we have that stuff. And I have kind of been stocking our pantry up over the past few months, so that when this situation happened, we got a little bit more to augment it, but we've got food.
Paul didn't have to run to the store.
Yeah,
Keeping didn't have to run to the store to stock up.
Didn't have to. So that was a really nice feeling. That was kind of a little "I told you so." Look who's smart now.
Look at that smile. He loves saying "I told you so."
I do. What did you just say? I said I do.
You didn't even listen to me. You just agreed to it. I said you love saying "I told you so," and you said "I do."
On this issue, yes, I generally don't care about being right or care about being like "I told you so."
But you've taken some flack from your family,
and everybody else. Everybody else that we know has kind of been like, yeah, Paul's got these goofy ideas.
And guess who's been texting and calling Paul all week?
But now, everything's coming up Paul. So that's good.
So I thought I'd show you some of our Easter decorations just as a little in between. Don't mind the messy counter. We have a spaghetti sauce jar drying. By the way, keep your spaghetti sauce jars because they make great jars for like getting rid of grease and stuff instead of pouring it down your drain, which you shouldn't do. Anyway, we have a little bowl of eggs here and a little chocolate bunny candle. I like this. So those of you that have been watching, this is the bowl that we received as a housewarming gift from the builder of our home. So I finally got to use it for something.
It's a pretty bowl.
It's a beautiful bowl. It's from Tiffany, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with it? I don't know what to do with it. So now it is holding our alabaster Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So these things are heavy. These could be a weapon. If somebody came into our house to, try to steal our toilet paper, you could throw some of these at them, and well, you could hear that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're heavy. How much would you say each one of these weighs? Like half a pound? A pound?
Yeah, maybe 8 ounces. No, like somewhere between 4 and 6 ounces each.
They're really pretty though.
Maybe.
I love them. We've wanted these for years. We actually bought these ones from Williams-Sonoma, and every year, Paul and I like to get a deal. I'll film Paul.
Yes.
Paul and I like to get a deal. So
Paul more so than Shannon.
Every year we're like, well, we'll wait till those go on sale because they are expensive. They are like really expensive. So every year we're like, well, we'll wait till they go on sale and then we'll snatch them up for the next year. And every year Williams-Sonoma bamboozles us and sells it out, and they never go on sale.
Never go on sale. Yeah, that we've seen. This might be the year that they go on sale.
Probably, because I bought them finally.
Yeah, but that's actually kind of funny. So Shannon is the person that she wants what she wants, and she'll pay whatever it costs to get what she wants. For the most part.
Yeah, because now I don't want a whole lot anymore. I mean, if we're talking like crafts supplies and coloring books and like things like that aside, if we're just talking about actual things like decorative for the house, there's not many things I want.
Right. I'm the person. I'm the person. My weird little personality is I've got to get a deal.
Yes.
On most everything.
Yes, he is like that.
Yeah. I did not get a deal on this shirt as much as I wanted it.
No.
Disney did not give me a deal. There's the cookies.
There's the cookies.
Yeah.
Let's look at the other Easter decorations. I don't even know if this room is clean. Oh, there's shoes. Oh, it's pretty clean. Not bad. Okay. Here is our Easter centerpiece in our dining room. I always like to change this out for like seasons or holidays. So it's the same as it was last year, except for this year it has some of those Easter eggs added to it, which I think is cute.
I really like this one.
Yeah, that's one of Paul's favorite right there.
It is.
So anyway, there's some of our Easter decorations. Okay, so one last question. I'm really not good at like holding
there you go.
the camera and getting myself. So we film cameos for PS Toy Reviews, which is, if you're not familiar, Cameo is just a website that you can go to and order like a little video message from some of your favorite YouTube or actually any creators. Like they have like real stars on the site.
Yeah, movie stars, comedians, actors. I guess that would be a movie star.
Yeah, singers, politicians.
Yep, funny people. I guess that would be a comedian.
So anyway, we have to film those on the cell phone, and you have to like hold the cell phone up and try to film yourself, and I always half cut my face off in the video, so I'm not very good at this. I'm watching Paul's arm like sag.
A little bit.
We're not vloggers, so we're not used to this. We don't have vlogging muscles.
Yeah.
You gotta have vlogging muscles to do this. I see some people, they film like forever holding it up. I'm like, how are they doing that?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so we have lots of cookies. Did you want to talk about why?
So this week that we're filming this, that we're wrapping this up, our youngest son Casey was supposed to be reporting for boot camp at the Marine Corps.
Yep.
So he was going to be shipping out, would be the term for that.
Yes.
He got notice late the night before he was going to be reporting that that they have suspended all recruits leaving for training. So that was kind of an emotional roller coaster of a day for us, for Shannon especially. So Shannon,
I started out the morning crying.
Yeah, finished the evening crying.
No, because I'm happy. I mean, I'm sad for him, but I get him longer now.
Crying on the inside.
No, you were crying.
Whatever. So this past week has kind of been, very, very much about our youngest son, eating some of the meals he wanted to eat. Shannon has made cookies twice for him.
Taking lots of walks, hanging out together.
Yeah, so just kind of a lot of that because Shannon realizes that, hey, for the next 13 weeks, had he shipped, she would not have been able to do that, but now we have him for an undetermined period of time because...
Which is good.
For us. Yeah, because they're just not shipping right now. So that's that. Was there something else? I've got something else I want to say before we finish the vlog, but that has nothing to do with that.
Is there something else I want to say? I'm looking at myself up in the screen. I look very,
you look very vibrant.
Washed out or something. The sun is coming in all those windows behind us.
Maybe.
Here, look.
What?
The windows.
That's probably just going to be...
Some of you may be wondering, why is there a hey hey rooster? Oh yeah, it's the blinds block it. We'll tell you the story of hey hey one day. Hey, one day. It works. Yeah. Okay, no, I don't think there's anything else. Woo, we're blurry.
Yeah, because the camera is
trying to adjust.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. It's still not adjusting.
Yeah, because it gets burned out with that bright light. There you go.
Okay, no, I don't think there's anything else I had to say. What did you have to say?
Okay, so I was talking for a little bit about like how we're doing with this situation. With all the video...
He keeps getting closer and closer to my face.
There we go. With a lot of the videos that I have watched with people talking about that, I know that there's just a lot of uncertainty out there. So I just wanted to kind of encourage some of the people that are out there who, the anxiety and stuff, that's a very real thing. So especially for young adults, teenagers and young adults that are watching, please, before you make any big decisions, talk with somebody. I've heard about people, being like, well, they canceled school. I'm leaving school. Just things like that. People. There's just a lot of big life decisions to make, and before you do anything just because of this situation, please take a minute to talk with somebody else, parents, friends, family, just somebody that can kind of help you out, because I can tell you from the perspective of somebody who is 45 years old and Shannon being 46.
Look at you rubbing that in. He's such a snot. He's such a snot.
I'm going to be 46 very soon.
Yeah, we're not celebrating your birthday.
Yet. Anyway.
You're on coronation. Yeah. No birthdays for
you. From the
you.
perspective of two middle-aged people, I can tell you we've lived through a lot of these, a lot of events, a lot of big shake-up things.
Not like this one. But...
Not like this, but we were around for... In our adult life, we were around for the real estate crash in California in the early 90s, the 2001 .com bubble in the stock market, the 2008 financial crisis,
9/11.
9/11.
That was huge.
Yeah, 9/11 was huge. The housing crisis, which precipitated the 2008 financial crisis. So I can tell you that these things do happen,
and
they'll pass. So before you make any big decisions, please just, keep it in perspective. Think about that. Talk to somebody who's maybe been around the block a time or two.
You're like Jenny. You've been around the block.
She was Jenny from the block.
Oh, Jenny from the block. Sorry.
I'm almost ashamed that I know that.
Obviously, I didn't.
But yeah, it's Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block.
Jenny didn't get around the block.
Jenny might have.
From there.
She might have got around the block
from the
too.
block. So anyway, all right.
Paul's been getting around the block. Actually, he's not, because he hasn't been going out and exercising. I've been the one taking walks. I'm going to make you go take walks. There's signs now on our walking trails, which are still open, by the way. That's totally fine in our state to go on the walking trails. But there's signs up now on the walking trails saying practice social distancing.
Yeah.
Which is just so funny to see. And all of our playgrounds and our walking trails actually have exercise equipment every so often along the trail, so you can like stop and do pull-ups or sit-ups or stretch. All those things are wrapped up in police tape, like crime tape. So it's kind of weird out there. Maybe we'll we'll vlog a walk one day.
Maybe.
Then you can hear me be out of breath while I vlog. Anyway, so we're doing good. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for all of you that are still watching and supporting us by watching our channel. We really appreciate it. If you have any other questions, you can let us know and we'll try to answer them.
That's right.
And yeah, we hope you guys are doing well. Take care of yourself and have a good day. Bye, guys.
See ya.